Democracy make us crazy. Now this democracy make us crazy. So we cry, cry, we complain and cry. So we cry, we complain and cry. Democracy make us crazy. Now this democracy make us crazy.
Hello, Distinct Politics, the patient. Distinct Politics is brought to you by Distinct Radio, the US #1 Nigerian community radio. Live streaming at www.distinctradio.com. Once again, www.distinctradio.com. And you can also find us all smart devices. So download the TuneIn app for free and search for DNC Radio. D like David, and like Nancy, C like Charlie, radio, and you'll be on the live stream. To the special called Distinct Politics and Distinct Politics is brought to you by Distinct Radio, the US #1 Nigerian community radio. And I'm your host on the show. My name is Andrew, and I'll be having about three couldn't call them guests. No, guests on the show. They've been here more than once. So I'll call them commentators or public analysts on segment. So right on with me now, I have Mr. Yemi Awujide. Are you on?
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's good. Good afternoon. How's the weather in Canada? Cold?
It's still just above one. Just above one.
Oh, it's okay. Oh, good. That's good to know. So just now, we have Lade here remotely joined away from. Are you there, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good afternoon. Welcome on board. So currently we have. Mr. Wood from Canada. I'm very loved Amrade all the way from joining segment. So he should be joining in about a few more minutes. So I have Mr. with me. I have Miss Data me live on the stream. So once again, part of the segment, if you're actually on the go, the number you call will be 87-232-0137. Once again, it's 857-232-0137. That's to call on the go. We also have the Distinct Radio app is available on Android and BlackBerry phone. So go to your app and download the Distinct Radio app. It's Distinct Radio, so it's free. So you have to download the app. We're also available on all social media, on Facebook. If you want to be part of the discussion, so go to our fan page, Distinct Radio, or you can see it at the radio. We're also available for long distance call. You can call through Skype. So Skype Wi-Fi calling is free, internet connection. So you also connect through Skype, and that is Distinct Radio. So we have several means you can onto the show. So number one, you can get us by phone, get us through our website www.radio.com app. So we have the TuneIn app, and we also have the Distinct Radio app available on Android, BlackBerry phone. So I welcome all of us on the show, and we have we're very busy discussing some of this issue our beloved Nigeria is actually experiencing right now. So what we shall be looking at today, we're having security issues in Nigeria. So we want to have a close look into security issues. What is happening with the Nigerian military? We want to look into that and see if there's something missing. And before we into that, I guess icebreaker for the week will be let's talk about the poll 2015. 2015 is fast approaching, and there's a lot of abnormalities in the side of INEC. So we saw what happened in Lagos State. 1.4 voters were they actually disappeared from the list. So we couldn't account for 1.4 million voters, because back in 2011 we had 4 million registered voters. Today they had about 4.8, so it's the difference of 1.4. So I'm gonna today I'm not trying to put you on the spot, so it's just we just have to eyes. So what's your take when you saw, what was your reaction when you saw the news about 1.4 voters missing?
Yeah, thank you, Casey, for the wonderful job you're doing. The video clips shall I bring up, and I think this should really be at the forefront of the media in Nigeria, and these simulating or the collation of all these bodies that is corruption. I should reprise of all these organizations standing, asking for questions from it to produce the reason why we have such a deficit at hand. And it's not as if any other body is involved in this. I said the X amount of voters we have, and INEC said there is number now. So it's not as if maybe somebody is trying to play hand. It's not as if maybe APC is involved or P is involved. I need to produce the result. Why is this missing the script? And it's obvious. Maybe there's an argument of election rigging against the 2015. It goes back people, the civil society in Nigeria. They are so nonchalant. Even people abroad are more concerned than people that are living in Nigeria. So I know those days student activism is wrong. These students read that this is wrong, but it's just punch up. I collect my own request, and that's why I have the society getting so bad. The good looks bad, and the bad people are good.
Good. All right. Thank you for contribution. Before I go to my next on a segment, we'll use this medium to introduce Comrade Lawale is actually on all the way from Norway. Comrade Lawale, welcome to the show.
And great meditators.
All right. So we ball rolling, Mr. Wojide. So we actually looking. There is INEC capable of conducting free election, considering we read in the news this week about 1.4 million voters. So I come back to you, Comrade. Mr. Ade tells you on that.
Thank you.
I think I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt here.
Okay.
What you assume is an innocent. I am assuming it's a mistake because 1.4 million people is too large a number to go missing. See, there's someone, maybe they left it behind and they also assume that.
Okay.
So I know that the 1 million PCs surface at some point this month. To your question as to whether INEC has the capacity to conduct a fair election. Yes, they do. They have the capacity. The question is, do they have the will to do it? That is the problem, the will.
I couldn't catch that. It's you cutting in and out. We having some connection issues. I didn't get a statement you made.
Okay, I put myself there. My last, the capability and the capacity to conduct a free and fair election. But do they do that question? Have they been subjected to external influence? Are they really independent? Is the question. In the case of Osun and Ekiti, at least people, to a very large extent, the elections were free and fair to the extent, despite the military presence. So that the assurance that they see to do. But that scale, do they have will to do the same thing? That's a question I have not found.
Okay, maybe that's what we look into some other day. Benefit of our time, we wouldn't go in depth into that today. But my question, I'm gonna reframe this question to you, Mr. Comrade Olale. Now, in spite of security in the country now, so do you think we will be able to have a peaceful election thing?
Thank you very much. That's a very nice. We have to look before we go ahead. We have to look at geography, for example.
Okay.
Because when you look at the geography, you can actually point to where the crisis is born.
Okay.
And then we can start. Okay, in that part of the world, we cannot be able to guarantee free, secured election. And then maybe down south, then you can ask them. Now look at when we constitute, for example, and then we look at. I'm sorry, that's why I paused. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So and we look at what says the result, for example. If or maybe is it a government election, is it the election that we are talking about? Is it the rep or is it the presidential election? They cannot take 10%. About 10% from that of the country. Is he going to be the president of Nigeria? That's the question.
I think it's part of the question we're trying to right now, because the polls 2015 is fast approaching 100 from today. So the question now is, we have three affected which Boko Haram has actually took Nigeria right now. So we have Adamawa, we have Yobe, and now we're moving into Bauchi, Gombe. So so you can imagine how we've been moving within the last 2 days. So
is he going there? He's not going there to campaign.
That would to ask the president campaign group. not a question for us to answer.
No, it's a thinker.
Okay.
Think ahead and look ahead. And if you have a president, if you have a candidate, for example, that cannot penetrate of the country, then what kind of candidate is? It's not representing Nigeria. So which means, is he going to be the president of South? Why Boko Haram, the president in the north?
So technically, those states are no longer Nigeria?
Until 15, until there is election there.
Until then.
Until president, until you have all the presidents going to contest election. Technically, it's no longer part of Nigeria.
Mr. Later, what's your reaction?
No, I'm ready. It's right, except. I think the president of Nigeria is the same as the president of the state that Shekau has announced. Shekau runs his own government, a parliament of president.
Comrade, maybe I'm gonna do this. Can you disconnect back in so it's like with a connection? I can hardly pick all this. It's like coming in and out. So he's gonna try to head back in. Okay, he's coming. Okay, you back on. Okay, let's see how it goes. Am I
better now?
It seems so. Go ahead, I'll let you know.
So, Jonathan runs Nigeria, the part of Nigeria, and unquote presidentship runs the caliphate too.
How do you?
That's but then none can be more absurd anymore.
Oh my God!
Become asked, are these people? They're going to go to Mobi to campaign. Are they going to go to Chibok? If the people of Chibok cannot vote, Oza cannot vote, because Mobi cannot vote. But is that president them or is the president?
Okay, just let us back to you. What if, because we know it's not the entire belongs to Boko Haram. It's just some few government, maybe 6 out of us 3 states. So if we have in other local government in that state, we'll have Elemichika, Madali, Mubi, and the Vin team and the rest. So we decide to leave those places for Arab and maybe go to Yola, conduct an election in Yola. We go to state capital and the rest. We conduct elections. We're going to those rural areas.
Is when they conduct election in that state, so if don't take the 2/3 of vote in that state. Now, only voted by Boko Haram up to 2/3. What it is village. Boko Haram just control just a tiny piece. Same thing in Maiduguri. They control just a tiny piece. The people will still vote in those states. And we turn out in other parts of the state where Boko Haram is in control. So at the end of the day, the presidential candidate that's going to win the election is going to be the one that has the 2/3 of votes in state. Adamawa State it is the votes that are counted in Adamawa State that matter for Adamawa State. Take for example, Maryland, the last election, 40% voted. So how many people voted? All that matter was the number of people that voted and the person that has the majority of those votes. I think that is what will count.
Okay.
It will not matter much. Maybe that is why the government is not paying much attention.
Okay, so 2015 is fast approaching, and INEC said, I saw in the news this morning, it's just an headline. I wasn't able to go into the news itself, and not Shika was the INEC chairman. What's his name again? Jaga, yeah. So he said he's very confident that that we're gonna have the best free and fair election come 2015. But now, let me play you guys this clip. This is what is happening in Lagos State, and the Lagos State government is very, very unhappy at this time with what is currently happening with the voters register issue they having. So. Okay, we'll come back to that. I'll get a clip maybe on our next break. Time is fast approaching, but let's look the more interesting topic I want us to look into today, which I feel is going to take much of our time, is now we've been told there's no way we're going to talk about 2015 without talking about security issues in Nigeria, without talking about corruption or other vices in the land. But I want us to look into some issue this week alone. In the news, Mobi was the battery in Mobi, which led to Boko Haram taking over that village or that town from Nigeria. So 6 army officers, senior officers, actually fled that environment. So what is happening with the Nigerian army, or what is happening with the Nigerian military? So I mean, what is happening? Is it that we don't have the strength? Because I could remember yesterday, Mr. Date on the other show we had last night. So you said just 62 people, 62 Boko Haram insurgents took 64. So the Nigerian military is about 200,000. So let's assume not all the 200,000 is actually present at Mubi and other strategic places. Let's assume maybe they had maybe 1,000. So how come they fled? How come the 6 senior officers are flying? These are people that are supposed to give command, and the combatants, soldiers, are supposed to obey. So 6 of these officers fled. They ran away, and so do the fighters too. What is happening? Let's take a close look. Let's do an analysis on what is wrong with the Nigerian army. Is it corruption? Are we not getting it right? I'll start from Mr. Awujide.
Thank you very much, Casey. Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, so it's much made. I'm so, and over here, we're seeing booking over states now. That started. They're taking over multiple states. We are talking about, there's a kind of shaka in the north. It's sad that a country, the quote and unquote of Africa, to liberate Liberia during the war, that go to go and intervene at the highest military might of Africa. When it comes to it's Nigeria they talk about.
Yeah.
Our military is sophisticated. It doesn't add up. It does not add up. It's only there that's add up. It's so irrelevant for all the arms of government, both the legislative and the presidency. That what this group of gangs taking over is evil. And it's so sad that people are just realizing here, like business as now there should be an uprising everywhere that if Boko Haram is not gone, everything should be shut down. These people should not rest. Everybody is restful. It's so sad because by next year we don't know where Lagos State they will go over. We don't know, and it's just sad. And where then that's going? Where did he go to?
Burkina Faso.
The Burkina Faso. When a village is being taken over Boko Haram, it even had up.
Yeah, we always point to the president. We know he's the CEO of the country, but I mean the president wouldn't be at the war front. So the reason why we have army staff, the chief of staff, and the rest.
He's in charge. The president is in charge. He's the army staff.
I don't buy that. I understand. I don't buy the idea of pointing out the issues. We have responsible for all the, portfolios or whatever.
No, this is thinking of security.
I understand.
The president, when he was one, he swore to protect the territory. It is responsibility.
And he's trying his best to protect.
Let's move away from Nigeria for a bit. So when the Ebola crisis, when it came out, and the Ghana president, the decision they made, they canceled all flights coming from the West Ghana. That was the first thing they did. They don't want any flights coming. Responsible.
That's gonna kill their. I mean, that's not a wise thing to do. Even the United States, they do that. So I wouldn't.
The point I'm trying to make is a responsible government, a responsible leader, action you. The president that they are taking over a state, and you fly out of the country, you go to this problem. Is that responsible? And you are saying figures are in.
Okay, could you hang on right there? So you said, I mean, the way we say things, we should all. Can somebody define the role for me? Maybe Olawale could help me. So, what are the roles of the president, the executive itself?
Yeah, thank you very much. That's a version again. The president is more than the president. You know, you have president, another to that. Commander in chief. Even though the guy said that commander in chief, he has said it many times.
He said it jokingly.
Yeah, clearly, many times he said it. But it's part of the act of Nigerians. He might not be in the war front, but it must be constant about what. You know, we can whatever we like. We can blame Jonathan as much as we like. We have to go back into the Nigerian military. So
they will want to go.
Yeah, how they got the hand now? One. And what was the role of the president in the military? I think I report 2 years ago by US from the US intelligence where they were OBJ, and the military. So it's like the cabinet way that they are not capable of launching a coup d'etat again. So that military has completely been run down. It's no longer the giant of Africa that it has been reduced to a military that only drink pepper and then terrorize it. It's no longer a military that can defend integrity of country. We must that. So, and when we now are on that one, for us to now at wise run away from duty. You see, because you can divide the military into teams today. They are both loyalists within the military. You don't know.
Yeah, no.
Educated Nigerian soldiers. They are professionals, so they call. It's little you can in the house where you are traitors. You don't know. They will be whining with you. They will be with you. So all of you decided to go on. Some people, I mean, they are using back. They put their eye in gear.
In reverse.
You don't know what is sudden. You don't find you again. Only you left to face the more people. You know. And these people are so bad. I mean, the Boko Haram, they don't care. They just shoot at. They are blind. They are blinders.
The gorillas.
So they don't be rude. They don't have any. They don't have all these United Nations conventions stuff like that. Just kill. That's okay. Detected. I saw back or somewhere where they come military. They were fetching water from the well. And what kind of activated, you know? Yeah. And you know they have to fight, you know, to defend the country. But there is some kind of entry for them. You cannot just send them to go just like that. They are human beings. They have their family.
Exactly.
So they must be protected. They must have the right command. They must be, they must be able to have their own internal intelligence checks and who is traitor here.
Yeah.
And get this information.
The sabotage. Yeah.
So I mean, we're in the first century, the age of technology. Are they telephone communication within the? Are they doing that?
No, I don't. Maybe not.
Sorry, a pepper soup military. All this and that we are this intelligent analysis that just have to sit down, figure out precisely what. And how do we solve problem?
So if I'm getting you, so with the state of now, so we Cameroon decide to stand up tomorrow and say we want to get more land from Nigeria. So they can do it around defending itself.
There is a difference.
Okay.
What is happening now is that Nigerian military guerrilla warfare, where people don't wait from. You don't know them. They just spring up. But if men must invade Nigeria tomorrow, they must have their own insignia.
Exactly.
And then you be front your known enemy. What they are doing is that they are confronting enemy from within.
It's just like the war just between Palestine. So Palestinians were actually using their people as shield, and Israel had the shield they got from and Israel was like, "Don't launch attack against us and put our hands and use people as shield." So we just gonna, we'll attack you, whatever the case may be. So, which is though, because many lost. Okay, we get into the bottom of it. I did say exactly what I said is what I said last night. I said people win things objectively and critically because the issue of Nigerian army didn't start today. It didn't start the last for 6 years that Jonathan has been of Nigeria. This started back in 1999 when Obasanjo got there. What he did to the Nigerian military is so good. And that's my point. So Obasanjo was Nigeria. Fine, he did. I mean, but wait till everything he did. And now the issue of Boko Haram, that time of Jonathan actually started before Jonathan came in. So now we're pointing fingers. In the future, whatever the issue, there's what we call root cause analysis. We have to get, in order for us to resolve an issue with the root cause. So the issue, I mean, what is the problem? Where's this coming from? The top? Is it where is this coming from? You just said it's one that we're not going to talk about. When you said the pepper soup military, so that's corruption, because if you have signed your country, you should be able to fight, because you've sworn that allegiance that I'm going to fight to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Let me come back to me there. Maybe you have to comment.
Yes, I partially disagree.
That's fine.
Obasanjo made the military. He made administratively impossible for them to do a coup. Now, you don't need the commitment for a war to carry out a coup. Sometimes you need force to carry a coup. You just need, the necessary people. Now, it is made administratively impossible for the military a coup. The people that have the tendency to collude, carry out a good thing, reduce our military capability. From, say, like 20, 25 years ago, we've always been around position of 5, 6 power ranking, firepower ranking of Africa. Currently, we are number 5. Yes. Now, that has been the same way it has been. So, whatever Obasanjo did military, reduce our firepower.
Yeah,
I would like
let me chip in that adoption. I'm very analogy that you can assimilate on this issue. You work in a company and so many experienced works in that company. You decided, okay, because of these guys to overthrow me or overthrow the company, and you decided to strategically those people, like natively, you remove them. So which means people that have all the know-how on how to combat crime. I mean, the people that went to Liberia, that were were in the military at the time, went to the war in Liberia, to Congo and the African country. These people are no longer in the military today. So these are officers that are promoted, and now the experience, they say this is their teacher. So now we don't have those experienced people to fight and win Boko Haram.
This is why we went to Liberia, to Congo, to a peacekeeping operation. Peacekeeping operation, most of the time, you don't play a combat role. So what they have is spin. What we're not eating, we need counter-terrorism warfare. We need to. These people, they are fighting us like they are coming at us with every machinery, every artillery gun.
Okay.
We need to face them. That is what we need to do, and we have the necessary to do this thing. But what we lack in skill. Now, they said 6 officers ran away. Say that's complicit. To hear Boko Haram just 2 hours after the military left. Who gave it for them to leave? The president called this with some questions. Who is the president? Is the president someone who presides? Someone who exercises authority. So, did our president exercise authority in this case? I don't think so.
I mean, I'll agree on this and agree with you, because I'm coming to some extent. In the issue of the abduction of the girls, our president actually relates, but other issues and that's the reason we have this division of power in this. So the president being the CNC, the president wouldn't be in the war front. All he needs to do is make sure he's with all his army staff, chief of naval staff, chief of this staff, and so he needs to be engaged. He's been doing that. Yeah.
Oh, did they move it over? Did he control me? No. Rather, he went to one in Burkina Faso.
Oh. All right, Mr. Data.
We have to try and understand. I question with the last speaker. Obasanjo, he administratively mantled them and decentralized them. He did. And then the top military officials that the coup or whatever, were designated to those countries across in different trips. Now, the question, let's come to Boko Haram.
Okay.
You have a will, when you to do something, you will see it in your action. If I am hungry right now, will to myself, and there's no find me entering killing rabbit and to survive, I will kill rabbit, roast it, eat, and find my stomach. The president does not have will to fight. Forget about what happened in the past. Let's talk about Boko Haram has been progressing. There was a time they said, hey, there's ceasefire agreement, everybody was happy, and there wasn't anything of such.
And that you see
something.
Go ahead.
Is in integrity and honor. We respect the military. But this administration is inflation. You're saying I shouldn't blame the president for not doing his job under the presidency? They should be asked, and competent people should be put in place.
See, me just like what we
in case let me land.
Okay.
He does not have will. What we have to ask ourselves, why doesn't he have the will? If you look at it, he's taking around. No election is in law. I generally think that the president doesn't have the will to come so that by 2016 would not vote and you have a chance of winning election. Not think like that.
Okay, I want to. Can you hang right there? I'm coming back to you. Let's get the reaction of Comrade Dollar. That's the president's strategy.
I was different, and maybe it's based on my own training too.
Yeah, that's the form. I mean, that's what we want to
look at the issue in Nigeria. But Nigeria, we talk about. And asking people, how do really know Nigeria? And to my surprise, many know about Nigeria. We have the Nigerian that external interest, and I mean, I'm not trying to divert from your question, but let me just clear to you the military
report I have.
Military report on Nigeria. In years, the military has operated to abroad, to multinational peacekeeping units in Darfur, various hotspots of violence.
I have it here.
U.S. is limited in its ability to assist Nigerian troops due to all the laws named for Senator push for their implementation to prohibit American military without proper oversight or assures that country is not in human abuses. Nigerian forces are faced composition as a result of this disparate past. Very serious and very junior officers who receive training during Nigeria's more democratic are accustomed to and train aligned with Western militaries. And
maybe Australia.
Yeah, and the country's former colonial UK.
The UK, yeah.
However, this is an effort to receive training and export countries that do not penalize governments by military. Such as China and Russia maintain deep interest in Nigeria due to its vast mineral wealth. Nigerian military to stick and design AK-47 instead of the M16 M4's common back militaries. When you look at begin to see of even division
in the military
itself. But the price groups with stacked level experience.
Different
in a country with a century of military groups. Training and supplies were often kept learned from too many for fear their impact would lead to further takeovers. So, I mean, when you can even assume, you can get at this moment that even in charge. It's okay, how can I do this? That's the question.
It's the question. The question how? Exactly. I was looking at the report in New York. It says it went after the abduction of the Chibok girls. So when all girls went to Nigeria to we're going to help you. So they got there. So they were trying to Nigeria counter insurgency, terrorism. They're like, this is how you go about it. You have to you have to win the minds of the people against, and they're like, no, we don't do that way. This is the Nigerian way. You have to do it. And these people are not ready. And that's the reason not, because you're trying to teach somebody how, and they're like, no, this is a Nigerian issue in the Nigerian way.
Actually, there are some from the military. There's a unit of the military that was trained by the US.
Yeah.
I talked to you. Instead of taking out, now guiding the they are trained to counter Boko Haram. As I talk to you now, they have been deployed to the presidency.
To protect the presidency.
Yeah. So, what are we about? Boko Haram is, I just pitied the northeastern of the country. They will be there for on that Boko Haram for a long time. Now, they are not in charge of anything.
So, what is the president in charge of? You answered, then I asked another question.
Not try anything. So it's just a figurehead.
We are just
you play. We are
yeah.
No, you can't come home. So which means who is he? Who is the president? Who is Dokobi?
Dokubo is just a clown. Are you serious?
The president has no. So you see, it's okay. One that come home until you cause for that election.
I don't get to the central solo whatever Sari Dokubo is saying. I mean, the president I'm going to don't say keep mute. That's what I'm gonna do because nobody will take it serious. It's just the
chicken syrup been a terrorist for a very long time.
Unfortunately, all our listeners out there, with a number very interaction going on here in the studio. The number, if you want to be part of the segment, 817-5685. Once again, but to call to be part of the 817-5685. So what is security issue, most especially during military is happening. So things has been cited. So said Obama actually engineered what is happening today. He administratively the military that's the issue. So I'll come back to Mr. Day. It's just unfortunately I would have loved it, but it seems maybe it's where you are right now. The connection is not just too good. So any actions? Oh, okay. No, it's Mr. Data. Yeah. Come.
Maybe he's gone.
Oh, he's on. I guess it's a connect and see gonna call. Okay, let's come. I would you. So now there is more talking about Nigeria right now. There's different ideologies, different trainings. I mean, some were trained, some were pre and all those different training to bring these two together. So harmonize two groups together to combat Boko Haram. Because what I'm seeing here is corruption. And to know, because reading the news, it seems we always feel we know it all. We want to resolve our issue. We don't want the Westerners to come and spy or get into our affairs just taken care of. Now it's been over 200 days has been kidnapped. We haven't seen a trade. The ceasefire deal. I feel my opinion about your deal is just what I'm playing. The Nigerians they did. They actually set up and trying to stage trying to States. I think Chicago came out with a video just to molest and ridicule press. So there's a lot of, and the president said Boko Haram is in his cabinet. A lot of Boko Haram in his government. So what's your reaction?
Yeah, it still goes back. Do we have to solve the problem, right? Okay, let's think about solutions now.
That's what I'm asking. Mr. Awojide, sometimes what we do on a day-to-day basis actually influence the things in our real life. Into solutions, we get the root cause. Let's know where it's actually coming from. You can go to tackle that. You can say the comrade it's the so. But let's still we can come back again and talk about solutions. But today I want to know why the Nigerian military is so. We're the giant of Africa, the strongest army ever in Africa. Today, many people have negative things about military. So let's help the We have all the views. Views might be views. So is we can.
I totally. Corruption is part. We can't dispute corruption from any problem we have in here. Corruption almost every problem in Nigeria. Fact, nobody can do that. That is the first problem in Nigeria. From fuel subsidy to everything, name it, train, part of everything. So that's times when some forums they say it and some people say, "Oh, your church is the problem of everything." And right now, we have spies within the. There was an article I read. Of the northern governors, those in the past. Boko Haram almost 10 million every month away from their
Yeah, you brought a very good point.
Boko Haram.
Yeah, let me.
Boko Haram.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We do.
So why can't those people be brought to justice? Our justice system is corrupt.
It's corrupt.
Everything is all of it.
Okay, I'll come back to you. I just want to sound a little. I should find myself, but we know there was a time a state in Borno State, so that's still gonna handed some time ago. Mr. Day, let's see if we can now.
I'm back. I think it's in the connection. I'm not sure if the state of emergency is still on because they're acting there, as the government.
Okay. So all the security votes and all their allocation at state, what has Shetima has been doing in Borno State? Because he's been quiet, so they all.
Shetima, we cannot blame Shetima. Shetima is not military. Is not take instructions from Shetima.
I know.
They take instructions from the kids. Whatever security vote is probably what they do. As Shetima should be paying the military or giving them to the military from the state money. That would be wrong.
But at this time, we should have some sort of should recruit more people from that area, like those vigilantes, the civilian shouldn't deployed.
Yes, they are. The military, there's something called the joint military in Borno State. You need to see being committed by these civilians. They just assume this person is Boko Haram and they go and pick out and that person may not be a Boko Haram. Innocent people were being killed.
Yeah, there will be conspiracy.
They're not working together. What I think they do already a place is to suffocate Boko Haram by one of their source of funds. But what is source of funds? SSS, with NIA, and all those kind of investigative units. Why can't they just trace the source of the funds? These people, they use weapons when they operate somewhere. Leave shells behind. From the shells, you can open fire, and you can trace where those weapons comes from.
But how difficult it is where those money funds are, because at the point they're gonna transfer of cash, just like the federal government did money to South Africa. So I guess Boko Haram warlords might have with cash to buy and things like that. So what is happening to our borders?
I think it's easy to the money. Okay. They might not it off, but it's easy to trace it. Okay. Buy weapon. Every weapon used in every company has a record. Yeah. You can trace who produced what and who sold. Not be able, because you don't know if it took place, on the IC or somewhere like that. And I'm seeing some of these people, is it Mr. Dave and the rest of them, they said there is an operation between MEND and Boko. The weapon be purchased proxy. We don't know. Let's take ISIS, for example. Yeah. Know the source of their funds. It's difficult to cut it off. No, let's know the source. You are allowed to cut.
So I want to believe that the Nigerian government the source. Maybe we should be putting this question. As we're running out of time. Comrade, do you agree that corruption is one issue or the main problem we have in military in every other?
Thank you very much again for that. To you, the soldiers. Let me read to you quick what I have here. Yeah. When Islamist militants raided the northern Nigerian village of Israel, 90 people, some government dropped their weapons, stripped off their uniforms, and fled. According to two who were at the scene. Soldiers' troops were hungry. Their monthly pay in half to 15,000 naira. That's $92. Nation. That money meant for them, their front line against the Islamist militants was siphoned off by officials in Abuja, the capital. Somebody is sitting comfortably in Abuja, sitting out, and we are here. Fire every day. Shubau Corpora said that in June.
So
now, to how you precise the budget, according the Nigerian budget allocates a billion.
Yeah.
Defense and security. So what is happening now is 6 billion.
Unfortunately, running our time is fast approaching. We have the hour. I wanted to ask the $1 billion that was approved. So have we got the harms of the money?
I think maybe that is for the $1 billion that smugglers are being seized by Saka.
No,
they have. Where is the one? I don't the $1 billion for them anyway.
Okay. You wanted to say one?
I wanted to jump in. I really appreciate what the last said, and it goes to tell that the presidency is responsible. That meant we expect that the military. One military that is found inside it and not paying the people that are in the front line to fight Boko Haram. That's present responsibility that.
Okay, I
want. Who take the blame? You should stop blaming people.
Okay.
People should take responsibility.
I guess we Nigerians. Listen to me, Mr. Awoji. Listen, we are now actually we not fair our president because we point all fingers to this man. Do have other government like come here in the United States if they're not doing something, they can put bills or a lot of things. They could prosecute, call committee, call people to answer. I mean things like that. So why be the other move? Why just the moment we're talking about that's the reason all they should resent us. We also talk about we should be on the president. This is very I'm the president. I'm just trying to talk that is objective. Let us look into these people doing confab and all confab. Supposed to spend that much on the. Yes.
Earlier, when I spoke earlier on, I referred to the three government is responsible. I speaking three arms of the House, the Senate, and it is full responsibility of the Boko Haram war that we're losing. All take full responsibility.
I think I'm losing focus here. Because sorry, Nigeria stand of irresponsibility. Nobody takes it for any of us agree on that.
Yeah, I agree, comrade. But my point is, I mean, this is democracy, right? This is not on command. You know, we have division of several government. We have the native. So why is it that the presidency is what it's supposed to do? Who are our representatives in house? What are they putting the bill to?
Excuse me, before you answer, I want to ask a question. Why is not going at people and they are supposed to come out to the no? It's part of being irresponsible. The president said, "Go out, okay, I'm doing my best. Other people should best, but it's not doing that. Part of irresponsibility."
So all dispute. No, you my point. I'm not that.
Saying, what you are saying. You're not doing. Not ready. That okay. The Senate are not doing what they are supposed to do.
Yeah.
The defense people are supposed to do. It should be out there defending his integrity. Because that okay is that okay is not doing what he's doing. What he's doing, doing best, but other people are not doing what they are supposed to. Let the Nigerian people who are.
Exactly. Okay. I agree. Wait. Let me just throw this in before you quite agree what you did. The president is now taking responsibility now. So why are we Nigerians all pointing to the president? Shouldn't we be looking at the other arms of government?
Because the leader
he's the leader. He's not enough.
Can I say something?
Okay. Wait, Miss. Let Mr. say something. Interesting.
They talk at the president's table.
We understand that.
We will say administration. We will not have representatives administration. We will that is what we say. The assembly do not kind of split authority over the military. They can't just call them when the president the matter saying anything. When the president say no corruption and stealing, what do you want those people to do? I'm not holding brief for the assembly because I consider them as a bunch of
failures. I mean,
it's just there. Imagine listening to reach the president. They don't dramatic ticket for the next election. Who are they going to bring to book? Just want some for themselves. So we just not going to bother with them. It's up on the president. He needs a legacy himself. If saying something, not saying alone, will be his legacy. I said this, but nobody did anything. Now, the chief of defense hometown is being run. You didn't call a meeting. Happen, no meeting. That happens, nothing, something. You are getting us pray and pray. You go to whatever place, pray. You say 1,000 people. You say, you just do. But nothing has changed. Not enough that we crave.
But that's a mentality we all forgot to do. So the one that meant for the one that fixed stuff for us. So leave it there.
Rainfall in America make the rainfall.
It's nature.
The rainfall, but
okay, 3 minutes. I'm gonna give you guys 1 minute. Okay, Mr. Would you need? Just minute, make it brief.
Yeah. So, Casey, I'm trying. The answer to your question about the House not taking part. Who party is the leader in the House?
It doesn't matter.
PDP has the majority.
It doesn't matter.
No. Listen, it does. It goes a long way. When they bring on dollars missing, let's talk about the PDP kill it. When the PDP is killing things, when they do things, the majority is saying no, then that means that the government cannot function. That's the tune of the presidency. The Senate is majority in the Senate are PDP. Whatever they're saying is whatever they will support. Why those other elements are not functioning?
Okay.
The thing is not corruption. So everybody is corrupt.
Okay, your point is unfortunately we don't have time, so we'll assigned slot. Let me to comrade. Comrade, you have 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think us is to protect if you left. Just go out there. Because not be praying under the mango tree, under the palm tree, under this hands on his head. I began that okay, is this man having some crisis problem? Only people that have some home problems then we won't kind of a thing. You should just come out bold man being now. He said he was not, but okay, he's now wearing golden shoe. But you should come out and then people let us know precisely what you are doing. The human being talk to people, these people, they will not helping him. If he's doing anything now, we don't know what he's doing, and that is irresponsible.
So it's not talking enough. Okay.
Yeah,
the point has been noted.
Tell us what to address this situation. Not third person or fourth person or fifth person say something. We want to hear his view.
So
maybe you should have him to this radio.
I will try. I will get in touch with Abati if they accept. I mean, he's on Twitter. I will reach out to get my invite. But president is okay. Mr. Day, take the final say.
Yeah, it will be a good thing. Even if you don't get the president, you can get that will do. We will be ready to ask him something.
Okay.
This is it. When you give the match to a boy, you must act.
A boy delivery, not a might.
Nigeria has given man a boy. For president is a boy. Disrespect intended. President have what to govern country of people of Nigeria. It doesn't. Can't. It's too big. Saying anything derogatory, but it's just going with our limits. Nigeria is up to the president. It can handle it. There are people because if he came out himself, if he's now, they will be all right. He's scared of them. They're bigger than him. I need the president that don't care where we come from. I don't care. We just need a president that will get back by talking to us. We can take everything away from us. He will do and talk to you. Happen to have the opportunity to listen to the passenger, be convinced that.
Yeah.
And that is what we now.
Okay. Yeah, I know that listening to us all the world. We have guys all the way from US to you all listening, and most likely Nigerian of listening to us. Tell this is the way, and we reach millions at the same. So I hope they take from us that maybe tomorrow. Don't be surprised. I mean, on Monday, don't be surprised if the news let you guys know what I know. So I want to have everybody for coming on the show today. I want to start from the comrade. Would you for joining and comrade there, my comrade all the way from Norway. So we have America on the board. So I appreciate you guys coming and my effort just to make sure we get into Nigeria. I know Nigeria, we're gonna get it right soon. 15 will define where we'll be. So I thank all of them. My name still remain the same. My name is Casey. But next week, I'm sure app called the Think Politics, the Parliament. And don't forget, you can log on to our app. The app is on Android phone. It's on Black phone. So log on to get it for free, and also you can get an app. So thank you and have the best weekend.
Wishing you the same. Thank you very much.
I wanna say go get it. Give me put them together. Oh, yo them together. Economic put them together. Feed multiplication. Mathematics them together. One side you get, one answer you get. Ni put together. Rendi masita yo, hey yeah, rendi matas yo, hey yeah, rendi mas.